Hi friends, welcome to the target series of RBWM. In target series, as you know, we are covering all the subjects of JAIIB. Now, all the subjects means all the repeated questions, case studies, numericals from the previous years. So follow the series completely of all the mentors. Okay, not only RBWM, all the subjects. Today I'll be covering investment management. I'll be covering many questions on investment management plus some others also which are repeated in the exam. So let's start. Watch the video completely, share it with your friends, like the video, subscribe to the channel, click on the bell icon. Okay, let's start. Among the below mentioned matches, which of the following is not correct full form? Not the correct full form. Okay. Not the correct full form. Floating rate bonds, FRBs. Inflation indexed bonds, IIBs. Capital index bonds, CIBs. Floating tree analysis, FTA. So, which of the following is not the correct full form? What do you think? This is related to bonds basically. So the correct answer is floating rate bonds, FRBs, that is correct because those are used everywhere in the world. Inflation index bonds, that is also correct because we have two types of inflation indexes. Capital index bond, that is also correct. So only which is not matching is FTA. Okay. Floating tree analysis, this is not much, this is the incorrect one. Okay. The maximum amount for investment in SGB, sovereign gold bonds, for individuals and HUF is. So what is the maximum amount of investment for in SGB for individuals and HUF? 4 kg, 25 kg, 2 kg, 20 kg. It is. For individuals it is 4 kg. Individual HUF, okay, that is 4 kg. If you are a trust, then you have 20 kg. For individuals, it is 4 kg per year. See, this is all per year. Per year. Okay. You can make the investment per year. 4 kg. And that is also in SGB, sovereign gold bonds. It's not for real gold. Real gold you can buy any amount. If you have money, obviously. Isn't it? So, match the different financial stages of life. See, one is distribution phase. See, basically, what are the stages of life? What are the various stages of life? First is always accumulation phase. Accumulation phase. Okay. Second is always transition phase. Transition. And last one is this distribution. Accumulation phase generally goes up to the age group of, let's say, 20 to 40, roughly 20 to 40. Generally, up to that time, human being goes on accumulating this flat, this car, that car, then these shares, that shares. After 40, the mindset changes. Generally, I mean, this is seen generally. Somebody might have been exception also. 40 to 60 is transition phase. Here the human being does not plan. Now let's solve some other questions. Other means related to other topics but repeated in the exam. First one. The modular structure using different process models for different product offering product-wise end-to-end solutions is called as. Now this topic, have you seen my yesterday's, means earlier, day for yesterday's Raftar series? There I had explained you this model also. Look at this, what is it actually? The modular structure using different process models or different products, offering product-wise end-to-end solutions. Understand the two important words over here. Different process for different products, offering product-wise end-to-end solution, product-wise. So everything over here is focusing on product. Everything is focusing on product. So now think, whenever we are focusing everything on product, only single product, and every product we are having different processes, means what? It means simply, let's say simple word, home loan. A different customer base, different process, everything. Personal loan, different customer base, data is not shared. Between this home loan and personal loan, the data is not shared. Here, no data sharing. No data sharing among these two. So the question is this, what is this called as? When the data is not shared between home loan, personal loan, or any, here, this is just an example. Saving current, FD, home loan, personal loan, any other loan, all the products. When the data is not shared between all these, what is it called as? Is it called as horizontally organized model? Is it called vertically organized model? It is called predominantly horizontally organized model or predominantly vertically organized model. That's what is the basic logic, isn't it? So this is the question. So what is the answer in this? So kindly understand, whenever there is no data sharing between the products, no data sharing, it is called as horizontally organized model. Whenever there is 100% data sharing between the products, 100%, in that case it is called as vertically organized model. Here in this case it is no data sharing. So it is horizontally organized model. Okay? That is called as horizontally organized model. Okay? Next one. Here. Banking facilities like collection of checks, safe deposit lockers, standing instructions for carrying out the instructions of the customer on a periodic basis, merchant banking services, in area of capital market issue management, in capacity of lead manager, co-manager to the issues, etc., comes under the category of. What is this called as? Means here, what are the functions? First look at the functions. Collection of checks, safe deposit lockers, standing instructions, SIs. Look at this, SI, standing instructions. All these means, look at the remaining parts, that's okay. Important part from one or two only you understand what this topic is. Saving services, customer services, term services and other services. Now look at this. Imagine in a bank, if there is collection of checks or safe deposit lockers. Do you know banking, collection of checks and safe deposit lockers? These are not the core functions. If you don't have a locker in the bank, then also bank will run. If I don't have clearing, now we have all that UPI and everything. Is there a check then? Then also bank runs. So the question over here is, kindly remember, these are called as other services. Other services these are called as. Okay? Other services means these are not the core banking services. Not the core banking services. Got it? Other services. And this is a separate chapter for you. Other banking services provided by the banks. There are many others like insurance, mutual fund, LC. Okay? Then safe deposit lockers. Many. These are called as ancillary services. I'll write it over here. These are also called as ancillary, which are not the core banking services. Okay? Ancillary, or also sometimes it is called as para banking. Para banking. Any of these. Para banking or ancillary services. Okay? So, next. See this. Dash is a risk management technique that involves dispersing key assets This ensures that if something catastrophic occurs at one location, the impact to the business is limited to the assets only at that location. What is this? This is something different which I need to explain now. This is a part of BCP activity. BCP. What is BCP? Look at this. BCP activity. This is a part of BCP activity. Okay. What is this BCP activity? It means that suppose if you are in the branch, there is one branch. Okay. Branch. There is one branch and there is another branch over here nearby. So if something happens in one branch, immediately it should be affected to that branch only. It should not spread to the other branch. That's what the meaning is. Simple logic. Okay. Here, if something catastrophic occurs at one location, the impact of the business line is limited to that asset location only. And it does not spread to others. Otherwise, what happens? In many times you see, if something happens in one branch, the effect of that is spread in all the branches. So this should not happen. That is the basic logic. Okay. So the point over here is, it should be limited to only one axis. Now this is mainly in this internet banking age, IT age. Means I'll tell you one more implication of this. Major implication. Suppose if, let's say, I'm having a server of at any bank branch. Okay. Let's say I'm having a server at any branch. Now imagine if something happens to that server. Means at head office I generally keep that server, right? And also in every branch there is a server, isn't it? Generally. And the main server is in somewhere head office level or some location. Now imagine something happens to this main server. The whole data of the bank will go. So that's why we keep the backup server. Backup. This is called as a backup server. Backup server. So backup server is an important part in any big bank nowadays. Without backup server, you can't function as such, isn't it? Tomorrow if something happens to this, it should be limited to only this location and it should not spread to other location. Okay, that's why we keep various types of walls. Okay, walls means not physical walls. Okay, we give various types of this securities as such, online securities. Okay, so this is called as what? Whenever you keep separate this location from the other locations, it is called as what? Avoidance, loss prevention, loss reduction, and separation. So now answer almost I have gave you. It is separated. So separated means it will be separation. Okay, separation. Got it? Which of the following statements are true? Statement 1. Lack of trading gives fixed deposits a sense of stability. So lack of trading means there is less trading in the market, means liquidity here. Here it means lack of liquidity. Liquidity means what? Lack of funds. Let's break this. This is lack of funds in the market. More investment avenues in the market. It gives rise to what? Fixed deposits as a sense of stability. Statement number 1. Statement number 2. Deposits are preferable if interest rates are going down. If tomorrow the interest rate starts going down, will the customer prefer FDs or will they prefer something else? Now out of these two statements, which one is true? That's what we have to find out. So lack of trading gives FDs a sense of stability. Will this happen? Now look at this present market situation. Many a times what happens? In present market situation, you see, markets are going down, mutual funds are going down, shares are going down. So what happens in this case? In this case, lack of trading is there. What will people prefer? A stable investment. What is the stable investment? Stable investment avenues are FD It's not only FD, there are various other revenues. FD generally I'll tell you, FD, gold and property. Property, okay, means land, building, anything. Property. So these are known as stable revenues. So lack of trading will give rise to FDs, a sense of gives rise to more investments in FDs. So statement 1 seems to be true. So this is true. What about statement 2? If the rate of interest is going down, will people prefer to invest more in FDs, or will they prefer something else like markets, stock markets? So which statement is true over here? Both the statements are correct. Statement 1 is correct, 2 is correct, none of them are correct. It is statement 1 is correct, 2 is not correct. Okay. So statement 1 is correct. Got it? Next. Dash model provides functionality across the products with customer database orientation. So across the products, just now I gave you the idea. With customer database orientation. Customer means what? Understand what I mean by customer database orientation. It means common database customer. One customer's data can be accessed by, let's say, home loan, let's say personal loan, let's say savings, let's say current, everyone. All of them will be able to access the same customer database. What is that model called as? Basically, what do we mean? The centralized customer database is used. So one customer database is used across all the products. What is that called as? Horizontally organized, vertically organized, predominantly horizontally organized, and predominantly vertically organized. What is it called as? It is called as, think over it, everyone. Just now I gave you what is the answer? Everyone, think over it. What did I say? Horizontally organized means it's across the product, single product, right? So that is across the product. Vertically organized means across all the products. Now what is this predominantly horizontally and predominantly vertically? Understand this also. What is predominantly horizontally, predominantly vertically? Let me explain you that also. Here, horizontally organized, the data sharing is, this is horizontally organized, the data sharing is 0%. 0. So, across the products. Saving data is not shared with current is not shared with FD, nothing. With home loan, personal loan, no data is shared. And vertically organized, the data is 100% shared. Means they have a common customer database. So now, what is predominantly horizontally? We are slowly moving towards it. This 30% of the data is shared. Then it is called as PH, predominantly horizontally organized. Then we move ahead. 70% of the data is shared. 70%. Then it is called as PV, predominantly vertically organized. So what is happening? We are moving from 0 to 30 to 70 to 100. This is what we are moving on. Okay? Here what happens in vertically organized, very important point you remember. In vertically organized, the data is common, so you can do major outsourcing over here. Here you can do some majority outsourcing. Here you can do full outsourcing. Here you can do some part of the outsourcing. It starts. In horizontal, you can't do any outsourcing. Okay? So this is the difference between this horizontally organized, PH, PV and vertically organized. So the answer over here is centralized customer database. So it is vertically organized model. Okay? Real estate is inherent growth asset, income asset, defensive asset, safe haven asset. Inherent. In the long run, what happens to real estate? Your grandfather had purchased a house at, let's say, some amount. Today that house is costing crores. Why? Because in the long run, kindly note, real estate gold, okay, real estate, gold, and basically these two are considered as growth assets. In the long run, they will always grow. They will grow like this. See here, in the long run, they are always growing. Okay. Same thing you'll note in gold also. Gold, anytime you see, it will never fall back to the original levels. Okay. It generally moves up by 20%, goes down by 5%. See this. From here, in the long run, it will move up by 20%, go down by, let's say, 5-10% over here somewhere, and then again move up. So gold, even real estate is generally, whenever you purchase any real estate, it is you never sell it at loss. Understand this. Suppose if I purchase a flat for, let's say, 50 lakhs, let anything happen, I will not sell it less than 50 lakhs. You may say market price is down, market is down, everything is down, this is down, but I will not sell. Okay. So the point over here is, kindly note, real estate is generally considered as a growth asset. Okay, growth. Okay. Which is a defensive asset? Defensive means basically FD. Here, what are the defensive assets? FD, bank FD, debt funds, DBT debt funds, liquid funds, liquid funds, okay, liquid funds. These are all called as defensive or even safe haven assets. These are also same. Both these are roughly same name, same meaning. Okay, defensive assets, safe haven assets, roughly same. Okay. Next, predominantly horizontally organized model. Predominantly horizontally organized is information focused, customer oriented, product oriented, and profit oriented. Think of it. PH is generally what? Call it short form, PH. PH is generally what? Think over it. This is a difficult one, a bit difficult one. PH is generally what? Just now we did it. Right? It is near to whom? PH is near to whom? PH is near to whom? It is near to H horizontally. And PV is near to predominantly vertically. It's near to vertical model, which is 100% data sharing. This is 0% data sharing. And horizontally organized data, this model is generally product oriented. This is product oriented, product. And this vertically organized is almost this customer oriented. Customer. This is generally customer oriented. Okay. So if PH is near to horizontal, it will be what? Information focused, customer focused, product oriented, or profit oriented. Yeah. Which one is it? Think. It is product oriented. Got it? It is product oriented. So now before going, let me show you the new batches. See, join the batch ASAP. Always join through the app. In the app, you will be getting 1% extra. Download the app first. Okay? Go to Adda 24/7. Click on, say this, JAIIB and CIB. Click on JAIIB November. See this, the new batches just now started, increment batch. Join this. In this, we are covering all the numericals, objective questions, case studies, everything. But importantly, I would suggest join this JAIIB Increment Mahapack or JAIIB Mahapack. In JAIIB Mahapack, if you see, you are getting 15 plus batches per subject. Plus you are getting double validity. Means you buy for 6 months, you get it for 12 months. Buy for 12 months, get it for 24 months. E-books, mock tests, online live classes, recorded videos, everything is there. If you miss out some class, you can get the recorded sessions. But for that, you have to use the code Y432. Y432. You can apply. Look at this. 80% discount with 1% extra through the app. 81%. So net 81% discount plus double validity plus 15 plus batches. It's all win-win. So join it as app. Okay.